wondered what people will say when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster.
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint though.
Don't touch me. Tread lightly.
Still alive, so that's progress. Moving ahead. Very well.
One horn. The stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you. Bloody right. An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers, but
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood, the Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain, but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you. You don't know what you're saying. You're asking me to trust a devil.
You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Karlach, but you already knew that. And you are... Well met, soldier. Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far. I may not be a devil, but I can put the Blade's reputation to work. How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? Little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good. Really good. Turns out, I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a valuable asset. Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. But devils don't like to lose their assets. Zariel liked it so little. She sent a bunch of goons, so-called paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Problem is, I'm not going. Don't worry, I'll lead the charge. But I could use your help. There's a lot of them and only one of me. After that, we can team up. Take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
I like her. She looks like she could throw me over her shoulder and carry me to safety, should the need arise.
Fuck yes! They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Hang on though. Looks like you've got enough backup at your side. Not sure there's room for me. I'll catch up with you when it's time to camp for now. But don't get to any of the fun stuff without me. Got it?
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly. I can say only this. Karlach's not the only one who's had a villain's knife held to their throats.
Gods, what now? Do you have a tax collector on your tail?
You're closer than you think. One night soon, when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance. You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me. The Blade of Frontiers at your calling. Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready. And just when things were warming up.
Aces.
What's so funny? You haven't got some laughing curse, have you?
I really made it out of Avernus. It's
All
incredible.
right, just keep it down. We're conspicuous enough without your hyena call.
What's inside? What's in here?
Don't burn yourself.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Swift as my feet can carry me.
Cut it out. It's worse than Knowles out there.
Nothing we need to worry about.
How about a dragon? Would that worry you?
I'd give it a bloody good fight, that's for sure.
Only thing you give a dragon is bad gas.
Can't risk being in open view.
The subtle approach.
Make it hurt. Still on my feet.
Can't afford to let up. Feel my mistress's love.
Gods, it's hot in here.
Need to learn the hard way.
Now they see me.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
None Lavire!
Got it.
I go from here. Blood follows me everywhere. Breathe deep and move.
Fuck them. Fuck Sariel. I won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash. Not big enough. Now get out before you get hurt. Now! Fuck you! I'm never going back! Just right, Sariel! Come on! Whew. Had to let off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should. How do I look? Careful, soldier. If I burn any hotter, I might explode. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close, till I've found a way to calm it down. Wild, right? And believe it or not, in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the Scar show for later, after we've worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later.
Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him. Sounds like a good lead. Hopefully our guy will be among them. A tune-up would do this old tub a world of good.
That helped.
No traps, please.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
I've got a long road ahead. Another step forward. Might be useful. Open up.
I'm way too big.
Drink the blood with a fork.
What a day.
Let's move. Don't waste a step. Let's have a look.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylvanus be with you.
We're exposed now.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her. Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
Take your eyes off my hands.
I was fine.
Your mother was a heartbeat away from fighting a bear.
Isn't that how Mum usually is?
What am I to do?
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it. Can't slow down. I want to have a word.
Those dirt kissers would let us die for the sake of their bloody grove.
We could help each other. Fight the goblins together. Instead, these fools are trying to chase us away.
Attention. If you insist.
Ah, you're addressing me, a humble ox. How quaint. A druid or two, I suppose. But the novelty remains fresh. I suppose I did. Yes. I had quite a life in El Toro. Chewing cud, pulling carts, etc.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
No. You are incapable. I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods. Now, that's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this. Move. Move along. I mean, move.
Hey!
Another one. What are you under there, then? Ant? Or rocks? Big and slow? The keepers of this place choose different forms. Better ones. They become birds, to hunt on the wing. Bears to tear flesh with teeth. But for me, only oxen, only same old hay. And I cannot even eat it, because the horned ones hide their shiny bits inside. Hiding things. Thinking they're clever. Not clever. Sometimes I eat the shiny bits, and they have to go looking for them on the other end.
At least things have stayed interesting. Time to press ahead. I have something to ask.
We've known enough grief this 10-day traveler. Don't be the cause of more.
God, it's boring in here.
Our time grows short. If Korga won't abandon her madness, then we'll have to try the road, goblins or no. What is it? Some artifact Aradin was hunting. I don't know any more than that, and I don't want to. This grove is poorer for losing Halsin, but I have my own people's concerns to look to. We're refugees from Elturel. We took shelter here after gnolls and goblins attacked us on the road. We were bound for Baldur's Gate, and it was too late to turn back. Elturel had no place for tieflings after the descent.
Gods! These are those thieves! Their whole city was dragged into Avernus for a while. Zariel was delighted. When they made it back out, I hoped they got their happy ending.
So I hoped, but we've lost so many already. And more will die if we're forced out again. You'll find him in camp. What do you want with him? Right. He's been going on about something of the sort. You'll find him in the caves, but we won't stay here much longer. See that you don't distract him from his duties. Just Zevlor, Tilly.
You're the one who helped at the gate. Glad to have another sword. We might need it.